Welcome back to the class, my dear students. Let us continue which we have done in the last class. So today we will continue from question number 6. Now question number 6 is saying using convenient grouping, evaluate. Grouping, remember I told you the concept, like some numbers will be multiplied together so that they give you a 10, 100 or 1000 and your calculation becomes easier. So let us do third part as classwork. So sixth third part is 97 into 25 into minus 2 into minus 4. Now 25 into 2 is minus 50. Minus 50 into minus 4 is plus 200. 97 into 200 is 19400. Okay, moving on to, so your second and fourth part are your homework. Moving on to question number 7. The values of A, B and C are given and they are asking you to verify. Verify, wherever they will ask, they will give you two parts, one on the left hand side and one on the right hand side, and you have to evaluate both of them. For both of them you will find the value. If the value is coming same, you will get the answer. You will say that LHS is equal to RHS and hence it is verified. So question number 7, subpart 1 says B into A plus C is equal to B into A plus B into C. This is actually what? If you remember, this is actually the distributive property. So anyways they should be equal only. Okay, so let us see distributive property. What we have done, we had distributed the number. B is multiplied first to A plus B is multiplied to C. That's what it is written here. Okay, so then taking LHS, B into A plus C, B is given as minus 2 into, in the bracket, A plus C. So A is given as 3 and C is given as minus 1. So minus 2 into plus of minus 1 will be minus 1. 3 minus 1, minus 2 into 2 is a 4. Now on the right hand side, B into A plus B into C. B was minus 2 into 3 plus minus 2 into minus 1. Minus 2 into 3 is a minus 6. Minus 2 into plus 2. Minus 2 into minus 1 is a plus 2. Minus 6 plus 2. Opposite sign. So we will do bigger number minus smaller number, that is a 4. And which sign we will use? The sign which the bigger number has. Here 6 is the bigger number, it has a minus sign, so answer will have a minus sign. Thus we see that LHS is equal to RHS and hence it is verified. Question number 8, subpart 3. Now here what they are saying, if star operation to be defined as A star B is equal to A into B minus A plus B. Evaluate means wherever star is there na, so then we have to put this whole value. Now A star B is A into B minus A plus B. So how we will do? Let us see question number 8 subpart second. Oh, this should be second. It's written as 3, it should be second. So minus 4 star minus 6. So minus 4 star minus 6. Here only you have to put A into B was there. So it is actually A, if this is A into B minus A plus B. So here 4 will be A and minus 6, minus 4 will be A and minus 6 will be B. So putting the value of A, minus 4 into minus 6 minus minus 4 plus of minus 6. See this, both the signs are together. Whenever both the signs are together, it means they are multiplied. So minus 4 into 6 is 6 fours are 24. Minus into minus is a plus. Minus minus 4 minus 6. Minus 4 minus 6. Same signs together. So when two same signs are together, we will add them. 4 and 6 will give you a 10 and both of them have minus sign. So they will have a minus sign. So plus 24 minus of minus 10 is 24 plus 10, which is equal to 34. Clear? Okay. So the homeworks are already marked. Today I will give you a short introduction about the next part of the chapter, that is division of integers. Now before we begin, dividing a number implies, dividing 18 by 3 implies that we have to find an integer which when multiplied by 3 gives 18. Obviously, such an integer is 6. Actually, division is just the reverse of multiplication. Okay, so 42 by minus 7, how it will be written? 42 by 7, reading the table of 7, 7 ones are 7, 7 6 are 42. So this will be equal to 6 by minus 1, which is equal to minus 6. And in order to check, if you can check also, when you will multiply minus 7 and minus 6, we'll get the answer as 42. Now, when we divide a number, you know what is a dividend here? The number with which we divide is the divisor, which is divided is the dividend. Then you have a quotient and a remainder. This basic things you know already. Okay. Now, they are telling to find the quotient of two integers. We have to follow the following rules. What are the rules? Rule number 1 says if two integers are both positive or both negative. Please remember, both positive or both negative. It means what? Means same sign. Either both are positive or both are negative. Then absolute value of the integers are divided and the positive sign is assigned to the quotient. Absolute value was what? It was without sign, isn't it? So if I say 12 by 4, 12 by 4, it means both of them have a plus sign actually, isn't it? So how? 4 ones are 4 and 4 threes are 12. So the answer will be 3 by 1, that is equal to 3. That is what they are getting. Now if they are different, minus 42 by minus 7. This negative signs will be cancelled actually. And 7 ones are 7, 7 6 are 42, 6 by 1 is a 6. Anyways, both of them have the plus sign. You just have to remember, if the signs are same, answer is always going to be positive. And if two integers are of different sign, then absolute value of two integers are divided and negative sign is assigned. You just have to remember, when they are different, negative sign is assigned. For example, minus 26 by 2. How? 2 ones are 2, 2 13s are 26. So it is minus 13 by 1, which is equal to minus 13. If I write 25 by minus 5, then what? 5 ones are 5, 5 fives are 25. It is 5 by minus 1, which is equal to minus 5. Clear? When signs were same, answer was always same sign. Answer is always positive. Different sign, what? Tell me. Answer is always negative. Okay. So then we have one more example. Please see it here. What should be divided by minus 8 to get 36? Now they are telling you with the form of quotient and divisor. If you are comfortable, you can follow this method. Or if whenever they ask you to find, we always assume a number. Let us say the unknown integer is x. What should be divided by 8? So then x divided by minus 8 will give 36. So x by minus 8 is 36. When 8 is getting divided on one side, it will go and it will be multiplied on the other side, isn't it? That's how x is equal to 36 into minus 8. When you will multiply, you will get the answer as x as minus 288. You can check also. You divide x, in place of x you put minus 288 by minus 8. When you will solve, you will get the answer as 36. So this was all. Introduction is given. Exercise we will be doing in the next class, division. That was all for today, my dear students. Now, Astangi and some others have the doubts for this question, question number 5, subpart 1. They were not able to understand. That's why I have included this. Now, here they are asking that which number should be multiplied with minus 1 to give a 23. Whenever they say which number, let the integer, let the unknown value be x. X into minus 1 is 23. So, multiplying minus 1 on one side, it will be divided on the other side. X is equal to 23 by minus 1, which is equal to minus 23. I hope this much is clear to you. That was all for today, my dear students. I'm very happy with your responses. Continue with the full zeal. We will meet soon. Thank you. Have a nice day.